Fitting everything into a single carry-on was a struggle as usual, story of my life. I try so hard to minimize, I really do, but I just can't figure it out. I had to put a few things in my backpack to make it work. I've always had a thing for Las Vegas. The lights, the energy, the opulence, the heat. I'm not a big gambler, but I don't think you have to be to have fun there. The Bellagio is one gorgeous hotel. I love these floors. We booked a Premiere King room. I expected a very high standard from this hotel, and that's exactly what we got. This room is a very spacious 510 square feet. The nightstands were for clothes, plus they had this closet. Did you do that? We did not have a fountain view room facing the strip, but you can pay a little bit more to book one of those. The Premiere King and the Premiere 2 Queen are the most recently remodeled rooms, but the Bellagio is a 4-star hotel, so you really can't go wrong. The bathroom had a loofah that I actually ended up using and a nice deep soaking tub, which I did not. I feel like I never have time to take a bath in a hotel. The trim on this vanity was so pretty, and I loved the pattern on the countertop. I like having bathroom rugs at home, and I like them in my hotel room also. It's very cozy. The elegant decor was so lovely, and you are not going to have to worry about cleanliness at a hotel like this, and that is so incredibly important to me. I hate it when the fridge is 100% packed with paid beverages and they give you zero space for anything else. Okay, so this is the do not touch area, but they did give us a personal shelf, and that's all I asked for. Ready for the heat. If you can't stand the 100 degrees plus temps, May is actually a really good time to go before things get as hot as it's going to get during the summer. It took a long time. Is there a long line?
No, just one person getting drinks.
We got shade. You can actually sit here and enjoy our drinks. The pool area is beautiful, lush, grand, all the things, and you'll find this to be the case at most Las Vegas Strip hotels. He's hard at work planning our next vacation. Well, we're on vacation.
So it usually happens.
This one had 2 pools side by side. Yes, only 2, but they were very, very large. I really enjoyed the very chill vibe of this pool. It's not a party pool at all, and I didn't see any signs banning your own food and drink. So you could probably bring your own snacks or drinks in, and there was plenty of space. What do you think we're doing tonight, and what do you think we're doing tomorrow for your surprise activities?
Tonight, I think we're just going to dinner. I don't know where.
Okay.
Tomorrow, I think we're going to the Michael Jackson show. That's my guess.
Okay, we shall see. I hate it when my head looks big.
You're in front. You go like this.
How can I have a smaller head?
You go like that. See, now you have a small head.
Movie magic. So I think this might be one of my favorite Vegas hotels because the vibe is super chill and this water is warm. It's not super crowded.
Get out!
I've been noticing that most of the pools seem to close around 5 or 6. I just flew by. We were there for like 4 hours. So now we have to transition from the pool bag to the evening bag. And why are there so many bags? This one, this one, this one, this one. So many bags. This is where Bellagio runs the water fountain show every 15 to 30 minutes, and I'm really bummed because we just didn't have time to watch it. The Bellagio is very centrally located on the strip between Caesar's Palace and Vdara. It's a really prime location. It took us about 30 minutes to walk from the Bellagio to Harrah's Hotel and Casino. We had reservations at Gordon Ramsay's kitchen. It's definitely a good idea to make a reservation in Vegas if there's a specific place you want to go. At least 2 weeks in advance, sometimes more.
Remember?
Yeah, I knew you wanted to come here.
I was going to try the food for
So he already knows what he wants.
Yeah. Or should get a red wine. These are glasses or bottles?
This is the price for the glass. I enjoyed my meal, but it wasn't quite as hearty as I would have liked, especially at those prices. Yes, I confess, I like my steak well done. So we have the filet. We have the beef Wellington and we have the pureed potatoes. So you stuffed?
I'm full.
I'm not stuffed, but I'm satisfied.
I look drunk.
I'm probably that too. We always laugh when we see this P.F. Chang horse because my husband climbed this a long time ago and he has no idea how. We met up with friends for dessert and drinks at Tom Colicchio's Craft Steak in MGM Grand and then Mama Rabbit's at Park MGM. I'll definitely be going back there. It had that bar lounge feel and with good music so you could dance and pretend you were at a club but without all the club BS. I was basically sleepwalking at this point, just so tired, but I always try and stay up and out as long as possible because I want to have fun. I want to make the most of my time whenever I travel. Tired. See, and I didn't hold this up. And we're gonna be on time. The main reason for our trip this time was a surprise wedding at the Venetian. I mean, they knew they were getting married, but the bride didn't know that all of us were going to be there. So that was a really fun surprise. The Venetian is really one of the most beautiful hotels on the Strip. It's a little out of the way on the far north end of the Strip, but I love going there anytime I go to Vegas, even if we don't stay there. And then we had a post-wedding lunch in one of the private rooms in the Venetian. We'd stopped at a bar in the Venetian for some snacks to tide us over, but having not really eaten a single meal that day, by this time we were starving. It's nap time. So tired. So nap time is over. It's about 6:10. I think it helped a little bit. I think I dozed a little bit, laid down for maybe an hour. I'm gonna switch my shoes. These shoes have been really comfortable the last 2 days, but a little bit of rubbing in the heel. I probably wanna put some moleskin back here to make them more comfortable, and they're brand new. So I'm gonna go with some flats for tonight. Also new, hopefully this is not a mistake. That is a huge glass sculpture on the ceiling. One of the things you have to keep in mind with these hotels is that they are huge. When you are trying to figure out how long it will take you to walk wherever you want to go, you have to account for the time it takes you to get out of your hotel and into the next one. We were going to take the tram from Bellagio to Park MGM, and then we would have had to walk from Park MGM to Excalibur and take the tram to Mandalay, but we ran out of time and we had to Uber. And the signage was terrible. It was like they didn't want us to find it, and it took us 45 minutes to get there. I bought the tickets in advance on Viator. We just had to get in the door. We made it! It's been a few years since we've seen a show in Vegas. This was a really good one because Michael Jackson's music was good, and Cirque du Soleil shows are always really good. There was dancing, acrobatics, aerial performers. They did a really good job of pulling everything together. We were in the 4th row, but it's a pretty small venue, so I don't think there is really a bad seat in the house. Good. So then we took the tram from Mandalay Bay and made our way over to the Aria to meet up with friends at a secret speakeasy. Still hanging in there. This place is located right next to Easy Donuts. You kind of have to know that it's there in order to go there because there are no signs, just a man behind a rope. What you don't realize is that shelf is actually a door.
Look at him!
It opens up and then access granted to Easy's Lounge. The vibes here are so good and chill. There's a $50 minimum per person for drinks, but that's not hard to do when the cheapest drink on the menu is $18. Some of the drinks were like a work of art. It was all about presentation, and the band was really good. It was just a fun place to hang out. You can request reservations online or just show up and hope for a table. That's what we did. We went to the ATM at around 12:25, and I kid you not, it took about 30 minutes for him to lose $120 on slots. That was it. I didn't even bother.
So how many minutes did it take you to lose $20?
A minute and 30 seconds probably.
It can be fun, but you might as well light your money on fire.
One last try.
This enchanted garden is the Bellagio Conservatory and Botanical Gardens, and the best time to visit this 14,000 square foot space is very late at night or very early AM, as it was, because it's very crowded otherwise. It takes over 11,000 flowers to make this happen, and they change the theme out every season. This is Giardino dell'Amore, or Garden of Love for spring, and it ends on May 20th, so there will be another setup for summer when we go back next month. It was so peaceful with the classical music playing and just really beautiful to look at, and they pump in a special scent so that it also smells really nice too. They started something new recently, offering dining service right in the center of this area at the garden table. They seat 4 to 6 max, and it's $125 to $225 per person, depending on the meal. I think that's the table right there. You have to be wondering if all of those flowers are real, and I wondered the same thing. The number of live plants and flowers have gone down over the years in each display, so it's not 100% real anymore, but 11,400 is still pretty impressive.
I'm so tired. I don't even know how I made it to 1. I really don't know how. I made it 4 hours longer than I expected to. It is so time for bed.
It's 9:53. Check in and check out is really easy with the MGM Resorts app. I did it all on my phone. My phone was also our key and got us in and out of the parking garage.
Don't worry, you'll be back in a month.
Yep, that's true.
The timing worked out really well for this trip because I got to spend Mother's Day with my mom. We went to brunch on Sunday around 12:30, and then we spent the night at their house before heading home the next day. They also had a flight they needed to catch that same day, so we went to the airport together. This trip was such a blur. We packed in a lot during our 2 nights on this trip. We had some downtime at my parents' house, but other than that, it was go, go, go. So much fun. No gambling required, and we didn't even bother putting our luggage away because we'll be going back soon. I love being just an hour flight away from Vegas.